Oh boy, it's been a while since I posted a Commander deck video. Let's get right on to it. Look, it's Kykar. That was a near perfect throw. Kykar wins Fury. Fart joke. He is a 3/3 for 4 with flying, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you make a 1/1 spirit. You can then kill that spirit viciously to add 1 red mana, blood mana, to your mana pool that you can then use to cast things, because that's how magic works. White, red, and blue, which means it's a token deck that you don't have to run any of the weird green token cards, which makes them a lot more fun in my opinion. Also a lot more complicated and enjoyable, and also he's holding fire. That is one furious bird fart. Let's get on to the deck, starting with lands. Everyone's favorite, it's lands. Like I always say with lands, play with what you have. If you don't have any dual lands, don't play with any dual lands. If you have cheap lands, play with the cheap lands. I always advocate for using a bunch of basic lands because they're available and abundant and they don't come in tapped, and there you go. I got 2, 4, 6, 7 plains, 2, 4, 6, 7 islands, 2, 4, 6, 7 mountains. 777, lucky number. I didn't intend it to be that way, it just kind of happened. Then I got some dual lands, some more dual lands, fistful more of dual lands, a Command Tower, Halimar Depths, Mystic Monastery, Thesmia Sage, Homeward Path, Nubenalia, and Reliquary Tower, because your hand will get big in this game. Enchantments, Divine Visitation to make all your 1/1s big, beautiful 4/4 angels. Arcane Adaptation to make those angels also spirits, so you can sack them if you want. Anointed Procession because it is Parallel Lives in white. This card's damn good, and it basically makes this deck function like a green token deck. Impact Tremors because I don't have Perforos, and he's half a Perforos. And Kindred Discovery because sometimes I want to kill myself with my own creature. Fun fact, the Locust God in Kindred Discovery basically means you deck yourself out. So just be careful with Arcane Adaptation and this guy and this guy. Kindred Discovery is a very volatile card. You got to be careful with this card. Sometimes if you don't look, all of a sudden, boom, stabs you in the back and takes your pretzel. Speaking of creatures, you already saw this guy, but we also got the Soul Sisters. All 3 of them. There are, I think, 2 more Soul Sister-esque creatures you could play, but life gain isn't really too crazy of a thing in this deck. I don't run a lot of creature spells because, as you can see, he makes his own. Trinket Mage, Joy or Weatherlight Captain for some good draw power. You're an enchantment. You're not a creature. You look like a creature, but you're an enchantment. I guess I piled wrong. So Mystic Remora, that's also an enchantment. Thought Sponge, just a fun card, a newer card I wanted to try out, and it actually works fairly well. Mirror Entity, because you make all your spirits big and a big army, and then if they're angels, it's even better. And Spellseeker to get out some cool non-creature spells. Artifacts, we got Skull Clamp, because of course you need some draw power, and then Hammer Perforos to give all of them haste. Folly of Fancies is surprisingly really, really good, and it works really well with Thought Sponge. A minor interaction, but it's still kind of fun to play with. Lotus Petal, because it's 0 cost that you get a 1/1 out of it. Soul Rang, Mana Geode, Sunforger, cast your instances out of your deck, which count towards this. Command Sphere, Azorius Signet, Darksteel Ingot, Izzet Signet, Boros Signet, Alter Brood, because I'm kind of a dick. Jeskai Banner, and Sensei's Divining Top, as you can see, mostly mana rocks, not a lot of crazy utility. And on to the real meat of the deck, the Instal Sins and Sorceables. Here we go. We got Capsize, Counterspell, Generous Gift, Spell Swindle, Desperate Ravings, Dig Through Time. I promise that says that in English translation. I don't know what language that is or what it says in that language, but it's Dig Through Time. Anticipate, Disallow, Return to Dust, Source of Plowshares, Grab the Reins, just a fun card. Blue Sun Xanath, Boros Charm, Chaos Warp, Emergency Powers, Hinder, Impulse, and Holy Day. Oh, and Brainstorm. Oh, and Tellurian Winds. And Leadership Vacuum. That's a lot more instances than I thought I was running. Treasure Cruise, Finale of Glory, Reforge the Soul, Windfall, Preordain, Faithful Saluting. This card's really, really good. Incredibly busted. It really should be banned in Modern. Finale of Revelation, Serum Visions, Gamble, Wrath of God, and finally Wild Guess. As you can see, the deck runs around a lot of cheap cost non-creature spells. So things like Gamble, Holy Day, which is just, I think, funny. Preordain, Ponder, Brainstorm, small spells like that where you can poop out a bunch of tokens. Your mana base actually is, you get a lot. You can actually cast a lot of stuff really quickly. This deck gets out of control really easily. Deck's fun, deck's busted and powerful, and you can kind of build it any way you want. I just like playing a lot of weird, stupid cantrips because it's fun for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you later in more videos. If you want, the deck list will be in the description down below on Archidekt and Tapped Out. My voice is going away, so I couldn't make a longer video. Bye now.